So what? I took a few months off. But much like nursing home COVID deaths, I'm back for the winter. Now, a few things before we hand some people their asses. We were Zucker fucked. Yeah, write that down. Facebook has taken us down, so that just means you have to find us on YouTube, Rumble, and soon Truth Social. However, if you must use Facebook, like and follow Revolver Broadcasting, because not only will you find my asshole-ish laughing libertarian content, but 3 more shows that I'll know you'll love. So Facebook bad, YouTube meh for now, Rumble good, and like, love, share, and subscribe to all of the conservative fire we make in this studio. So, bills are paid. Now, what the hell has happened while I was away? First of all, we have a president that is putting the dick in dictator.
Eccentric and with unlimited oil wealth, he recently hosted his own Olympic Games.
On your mark. Get set.
And an extra D in administration, because adding a massive amount of pressure on taxpayers by passing 99 executive orders costing you and me $1.5 trillion in less than 2 years, kind of a dick move. Not to mention, in a scene taken from any movie where the villain is the government, Captain Liverspots pumped his fist and condemned his political opposition while being draped in red and black. He called upon his voters to rise up against people they perceive to be MAGA Republicans, because the 74 million people who voted for Trump don't believe in fair elections, and of course, they hate the Constitution. But what about us MAGA libertarians? It's obvious. Democrats have perfected something no other party has, applying social pressure in an attempt to get the desired result, such as claiming the majority of Republicans are mainstream and MAGA Republicans are the fringe, a 74 million plus fringe, by the way. And how can I say this? We are not the minority, and they know it, but they have to throw a Hail Mary hoping it divides conservatives. It's the ancient strategy of divide and conquer. They do it with race. That gets them a few things they want. They do it with sex, they do it with sexual orientation, they do it with rights. And when those social experiments fail, they will find out that dividing us eventually makes us stand up. Because at the root of all of this is a need for the government solely to divide us from our hard-earned cash. But how's your budget these days? Your fuel costs, your food costs, or more importantly, your utility costs. Because this is the linchpin. Because it's no secret that Democrats are pushing electric vehicles. Well, electric vehicles not named Tesla. But your electricity costs have surged at the same time petroleum-based fuels have surged. Supply and demand. Remember that little nugget of information we learned back in high school economics? If not, stop here. Study some of the Tuttle Twins cartoons. Don't worry, they're G-rated and easy to understand. Okay, for the rest of you, if electricity is high now, what the hell is going to happen when people can't drive the alternative? But hey, I didn't come back solely to finish burying a man that steps out of his shallow grave every day just to have his mortician apply today's makeup and facial prosthetics. I came back to shake up the culture. I came back to make sure conservatives know they're not alone. Liberals have gotten too comfortable to the point that they've become almost arrogant. Disney pisses on the very values in which they built their empire, serving their woke bullshit to the next generation, while the blue-haired dumbasses who are responsible hide behind social protected status. Hollywood has done the same. Music, comics, games, they've all done the same. And it's all traced back to colleges that hire anyone who will teach a class that another college doesn't offer, because it's more important to stay ahead of your competition than it is to have accountability for what you put out, right? But they have normalized this over several graduating classes of students, sending these students into the workplace to become teachers themselves at much lower levels. Injecting this poison at the root in preschool and allowing children with every fluttering beat of their little hearts to pass it around in the form of distorted social norms and societal pressure, most of which I think we all can agree shouldn't be projected on children in the first place. But what can we do? These people hide behind anything deemed victimhood. They will hide behind sexuality. They will hide behind race. They will hide behind gender. But guess what? I'm back. There is absolutely nothing they can hide behind. Whether this means we're hitting the streets to talk to people or researching so we can light them up in this studio. If it means we reach a broader audience with comic books or making statements on merch, we're going to change the culture. It's time to ridicule these idiots and make sure people in America understand that the middle is where most of us are. And both extremes don't get to represent us anymore. And myself and the rest of Revolver Broadcasting will be going for their throats like a negligent officer after a fentanyl addict.
I can't breathe for nothing, man. It's cold-blooded, man.
In other news, I didn't even do a read-through. I didn't do my read-through today. No, I'm not. I haven't got paid yet.